Hi, it's Wyndham. How do you take down a supporting wall? You watch any of the property programs, or if you are fortunate enough to own your own home, the way our lives are today, in our modern society, the way we live our lives and how we want to live our lives from a home perspective has changed dramatically from how we used to live. So in older houses, you have small, cramped, often dark rooms. But our modern way of living, we want open plan, we want light spreading through everywhere. But we have a problem in creating that, because some of the walls we inevitably want to take down are actually responsible for holding the house up. So how do we take down supporting walls? Well, essentially we get an engineer involved, and they come in and they calculate the weight of the building, and I'm not an engineer, but they calculate the weight of the building and the level of strengthening and support required to take that wall away and for the rest of the house to remain intact. Now, either that is a new lintel that goes in above, or they build a steel frame that supports the weight that the wall used to support. So why am I, the blueprint coach, now talking about property investment and development and house interiors? Have I changed careers? Absolutely not. I leave all of that stuff to my wife. But it had me thinking, because essentially, what are we dealing with our own blueprints? What do our blueprints do? Well, fundamentally, they automate our responses to input stimulus, right? They remove our ability, or requirement rather, to think. And actually, when we are reacting from a place of judgment, they do remove our ability to think. They essentially disconnect that process. So, but why are they doing that? What do we gain from this automated reaction to things? Well, fundamentally, our blueprints provide stability for how we see the world and how we view ourselves. When we have this sense of prejudgment and automated reaction, that is our blueprint stabilizing what is otherwise a chaotic world. It is offering us predictability. When we walk outside the door or we look in the mirror, we know what we are going to see. And our blueprint automatically triggers our responses, our reactions, our emotions to reinforce that. Essentially, it is providing certainty for us. And we as human beings, we hate uncertainty. So that's what it's doing. But what is it made up of? The blueprint is made up of all the things we think we believe. It's studied throughout the blueprint. And those beliefs stabilise our perception of the world. They provide us with certainty in an environment that otherwise would be chaotic and we wouldn't be able to cope with. So why am I talking about home interiors, taking walls down, and the stability that our blueprints provide? Well, it's actually quite simple. What if the beliefs that we think we believe, the beliefs that are forming our blueprint, which stabilises our view of the world and our view of ourselves, that provide us with predictability and certainty in the world, what if those beliefs are not serving us? What if those beliefs are actually holding us back? What if it is those beliefs that are creating the environments that cause us to be disengaged, demotivated, disillusioned, unfulfilled. What do we do? Because to take the beliefs away destabilises the blueprint. A destabilised blueprint, suddenly the world doesn't make sense anymore. Well, we take a lesson from the engineers. We take a lesson from the property developers. And we look for a process that can build a structure to support our blueprints and our view of the world while we are identifying each individual belief and pressure testing it. And when we find cracks in those beliefs, we discard it and we find a new belief that does serve us. So that steel frame structure is coaching. Coaching is about creating the space, the stability, the predictability, the safety in which we can entertain new ideas, in which we can explore new philosophies, in which we can disconnect our view of the world from a particular belief and we can pressure test it. Does this really serve me? Nope. So we jettison it. But we have that rigid safety of the steel frame so that we can really start investigating the things we think we believe. Because if you are feeling disengaged, demotivated, disillusioned, unfulfilled, lost, stuck, riddled with I don't knows, the things you think you believe are not serving you. So think about your life. Think about the moments in your week where you feel any of those things. And ask yourself, have you ever truly gone in search of the things you think you believe? Because if any of those beliefs are contributing to how you're feeling, and you're feeling one of those emotions, demotivated, disengaged, disillusioned, unfulfilled, stuck, lost, then they are not serving you. And the brilliant thing about the things we think we believe is if we have a supporting structure, we can replace them. And we can do it far more quickly than we think we can. I leave you with that. I wish you a joyful and peaceful few days, and I will speak to you soon.